Driver Danny.
Alright guys, well it's Saturday and you know what time that is, it's time for an Uber video. Anyone new to the channel, what I basically do is I'll drive round and do an Uber shift. Don't know how long it'll last and don't know how much I'll make, but each hour I'll give you an update, a couple of minutes update on how much I've made that hour and any events that I've taken care to give people a feel for what it's like to be an Uber driver. Before we get into the shift though, I'm absolutely shocked at what I've just seen a couple of days ago that was sent to me on TikTok by one of my members on Uber dipping the rands in the driver's cookie jar. Have a listen to this.
Workers in the state of New York have won a whopping $328 million settlement after an investigation found that Uber and Lyft were engaging in wage theft. Now, through an investigation launched by Attorney General Letitia James, the state found that from around 2014 to 2017, Uber and Lyft were systematically taking money from their employees and lying to them about it. Now, here's how their scheme worked, according to ABC News. From 2014 to 2017, Uber deducted sales taxes and black car fund fees from drivers' payments when those taxes and fees should have been paid by passengers, the Attorney General's office said. So the black car fund is like an injury compensation fund for rideshare and taxi drivers in the state of New York. And that money, again, was supposed to come from the passengers' fees, but instead Uber and Lyft decided to take that money from the driver's pay.
Now my thoughts on it is as if they're doing something over there, they've got to be up to something over here as well. Now you guys know I've kind of always, I wouldn't say sided with Uber, but I've always been like, it works. But when you hear this kind of thing, it does give you food for thought, doesn't it? First hour up, and this is what I'm on. Not too bad at all. Now, you don't normally get that kind of money within an hour. I got lucky. I was in the right place at the right time for certain jobs. Now, if critics are to be believed, my next hour is going to be absolutely awful because a lot of people say that you get throttled when it comes to Uber ride and they try and even out stuff. I've never believed that. I've always believed right place, right time. So let's see what happens in the next hour. 4:25, and this is what I'm on. What another good hour that was. It kind of throws that throttling thing out the window, doesn't it? I mean, Sod's Law says I'm going to have a bad hour soon, but hopefully not for a while. While I was doing that last hour, I got an Uber share job. Now, I don't normally do Uber share jobs because no one wants multiple people not knowing each other, the awkwardness and all that type of thing in the car at once. But this job come up as 10 miles, 11 miles, 22 quid. And I thought, yeah, good, I'll do that. So I pulls in. Most of it was motorway as well, so it would have only took like half an hour, 35 minutes. And as I pulls up to the job, there was two riders. There was two people. The guy who had booked it and his mate. And I went, oh, mate, not allowed to take them. So those who don't know, Uber's rules state if you'd ordered an Uber share, it can only be for one person. And he went, what do you mean you can't take me? It's a share. I went, yeah, but the seats are reserved for other customers along the way. And he went, well, how many other customers have you got? I went, well, I haven't got any yet, but as we're driving, it's going to add them to it. So them seats are for them. And he went, oh, what do I do? I went, well, you're going to have to cancel it. And he went, well, will I still get you for the next one? I went, don't know, mate, if it comes up, I'll take it. So he had to cancel it, which charged him a £5 cancellation fee and only give me £3.50. That was rude, Uber. But his job then popped up, which was the same distance and £1 cheaper. So I got an extra £2 and didn't have to do an Uber share. So that was a win. It's now 5:30, so a little over the hour that I normally like to do, but close enough. And this is what I'm on. You know what? Since I've seen that video that I put on at the beginning of this, I can't help but think everything's a con now from Uber. It's just the natural feeling, isn't it? But they've just did a boost in my local city. So I'll show you that. That's what the boost was. It wasn't much of one. But that last job at R4 that I dropped off, I decided to head to where the boost area was. And I realised that nearly all the fares, the base fares, have been lowered. and then topped up with that boost. So it was an absolute con. So I waited for a job that was worthwhile anyway, and then did it. But I didn't feel like I got that £2 boost. 6:30, and this is what I'm on. Not a bad little hour. I can't believe it's already getting dark. I do like what Uber's done with the waiting time now. So a lot of people say you wait less. Well, you can't wait less or cancel early. That's down to the council's rules. But what they have done is they've switched it round so that you start getting your money count up a minute quicker. Now, although a minute doesn't seem much, it really has just worked well for me during a multi-stop. So it was a wait and return where I was only going round the corner, waiting for the person, then coming back. But they took about 3 or 4 minutes, and it put the fare up by £1.60 something. About. I couldn't believe it. So it was quite. I'm impressed with the way they've now done the waiting time. Although it does feel like forever when you're waiting for someone. 7:30, I'm on 143, so it's going okay. It's gonna go a bit quiet during this hour, so I'm going to try and make sure I accept jobs that's heading back towards my house, because I do like me coffee when it comes to about 8:30, but we'll find out. I have just had a customer in, and they had a little kid with them on the knee, and the kid was, you know, up and down on the windows, so I had to put all the locks on. And then the woman asked me, could I take the lock off so the kid could play with the window? No. It's now 8:30 and I'm right by my house, so I'm definitely going to go in for a coffee break. So the next clip you see will be an hour after I've come back out after my break. But I'll show screenshots like I normally do anyway. But while I'm having that coffee break, I'll show you this TikTok that I've made of 5 very controversial Uber rides in no particular order. Yeah, there you go.
Yes, ma'am. All right. I have something weird to tell you. Strangers. So, are you sure I can't change your mind in any way?
Maybe you should put your seatbelt back on.
I think you should look back here for a minute.
Oh, hell no!
I've never done this before, but I booked an Uber share.
Yeah.
Does that mean someone's going to come in it?
Sometimes depend.
Oh, I hope they do. That's why I booked it.
Yeah. Sometimes I get a job, sometimes no.
Okay. If you get one, please take it. 'Cause I want to live the experience of an Uber share.
No problem.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Someone's just picked up the trip. Can you see like their name?
It's Rinse.
Rinse.
Yeah.
Oh, Rinse.
Oh, hell no!
So it's the night after, and I'm still here at the moment chilling with my Uber driver, and it's now midday-ish. How did you find your night?
It was magical. It was great.
So how are we going to sneak downstairs, because we're in an Airbnb that we rented out last minute, and I'm in a room on the top floor, and somehow I've got to manage sneak past the lady who I weed on her front drive last night in front of the camera.
Oh, hell no!
So we have to book the Uber and include that we want AC.
That's right. That is comfort. It will be for comfort.
Are you joking right now?
Oh, this ain't Uber. Wait, so hold on. Only Uber Comfort can give you AC.
That's right.
No.
What kind of... Are you pranking us? What?
It's true. I would do that to you guys.
So we have to pay more for your
For AC?
Oh, hell no!
Can you see the guy with his son running after me? Uber! Uber! Let you see him running. Keep me fucking waiting, mate.
What you're seeing on the screen now is 9:15 when I come out, and then 10:15 an hour later. Although that hour was good, the end part of that hour has not been. The jobs that it's been offering me have been terrible. I mean, look at this one. I'm not going to do that type of job. So I think it's got to the point now where the scales are starting to tip to more drivers out at this time than customers moving around. Dark nights, cold, people got no money, and waiting towards Halloween. So let's do the roundup. You've got the hours have done, the earnings are done, and by the hour. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, give us a like, give us a sub, and I'll catch you in the next one.